Good morning, Titan City. I'm your man Alien, and you are watching the Cyber News. So we have a lot to talk about because we have a lot of new minis. We will go through almost whole full preview for you. Behind me is Marcin. He's already working on the another thing. And like almost always, we are almost alone in this Titan Forge cave when we are working. But that's nothing new. Okay, so as you already can tell, and we have, I think, the record of likes on the one post and the comments under the full preview of upcoming month when we will be inputting our new changes that I was talking about them for quite some time, and now you can finally see them, and we are very happy about it. And as it came out from the comments, you are also happy about it, so that's great. We have win-win situation. Okay, over here we have, like you saw, we have now 3 segments of the one release, and each segment is separated by themes, but they all more or less come together. Of course, the main thing is the Titan City stories, when you will still receive lots of unique characters, and we will be more or less always in the same like history fluff related stuff. On the left over here you can see the Grim Realms, and this is all for all your wargamers, that the people who love wargames also, that we just made like separate segment where you will be received monthly, regularly minis in one theme until we like complete one of them, and then we will move to the another. And on the right we have Hyperfront, which will be our new mini game that you will receive. Also, I wasn't telling you about this in the last Cyber News, but this will be also in the welcome pack. That is like also additional surprise. So once you will be getting into the Cyberforge minis, you will also receive the starter pack for the GRIDWARS, starter pack for the Hyperfront, so you can try our games, because we are also the game makers here at Titan Forge. And okay, I will go like through most of the minis from the Titan City stories, and maybe general, maybe Marcin will tell you something about like word or two about some Grim Realms minis, but generally we have like, of course, this is like nod to the Star Trek. You saw that in the small preview already. So the huge part of the release is Star Force, where we have like Star Force crew members and their enemies that they are fighting in this setting, the Dahar Invasion. And I would like to tell you a bit about that. So first, all the nods, Star Trek nods. You already told some jokes in the comments. You already guessed from which thing I get inspiration to show you them. But over here we have like 3 good things. One of them is like generally the Crocs, our Crocs, because we had one mini of the Crocobot like over the year ago in the release, and you generally loved him. People in the events like Essen, like Gamescom, very like this mini. You like him in GRIDWARS, and repeatedly there was a lot of questions when we will have another like Croc in the release. So first, Captain Benjamin Crockway. He's of course from this Croc race, but his name is like Benjamin is not to the Captain Benjamin Sisko from Deep Space Nine, and the Crockway is like Janeway, so Captain Janeway from Voyager, because I am generally like, I am the second generation of Trekkies, so I wasn't grow up on the original series, but I was growing up on the next generations. Another generation. So I'm more into that era, so Deep Space Nine, Voyager, I of course watch all the original. I generally watch all the Star Trek, so I know all of it. Like also the Enterprise, the new ones, which are better and worse, but we will get into it maybe another time. So over here I was trying, like I was trying to get some homage to all series that I loved as a kid. In the Captain Benjamin Crockway we have already like two great captains, and Crocogorn. I have him over here also. Actually, I made him like almost a year ago because I thought that was like nice joke to put him in the place of Star Trek when the original series Captain Kirk was fighting with Gorn, and he was like in the rubber suit. He was some kind of lizard. He was hilarious, really, and he's iconic because he was hilariously looking bad. And the Crocogorn over here has the same clothes, the same dagger, the same stuff on his belt. So if you are a fan of the original series, you know what I'm talking about. I think you have a blast with this guy. So those two were generally awesome. Here we have like because we want to also put over here some special like other races. So this is not will be only humans. So we have like Science Officer Slog, which is a nod to Science Officer Spock, and in the history he's a half slug and like half Vulcan. Our minds are like twisted, but there's something like this over there, and he's generally this race is actually made by Marcin, because he already for something other than the Patron made one of those slugs, maybe for GRIDWARS. Spoiler alert, something like that. But we already have the mini of the slug, and I thought that would be cool to put him also on the starter crew, Star Force crew. So actually credit for this mini is for Marcin. Over here we have Security Chief Rat, because you loved our rats in the rallies with the Galactic Mining League. So we also decided to put some rats over here. He has his special weapon. It's called Ratlet, so it's not to Batlet. It's like twisted minds. But I thought also it could be funny because he's smaller. He's not a like big Klingon or something like that. And also Dr. Copley, like generally like alien who's treating carapace alien who is treating humanoids like but like also an original character. Whole crew, because since I am strongly into the TNG era, I don't want to make this release about strictly the TNG era, so I decided to make them like normal crewmates. Of course, the bald guy is my favorite captain of all time. Nod, of course, not him, but nod to him, to Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Most of you probably will like to have like this bald guy in his crew, but we have also a Vulcan over here, the guy with the beard, the first officer. There's like some small hints. Actually, if you played maybe a game from Star Trek Voyager, was called an Elite Force, and that was in the canon of Voyager, and there was like Lieutenant Monroe, probably, I think, and he was like leader of this special team for special tasks like combat and stuff like that, and they were like heavy arms, and this inspired me to make this crew, because they have like those boots that you were talking about in the comments. And this one guy on the left, he resembles the Monroe character, like an homage to this game, but that's like lots of Star Trek over here. And like I said, it's hard to put Star Trek in Cyberforge, because Star Trek is way up, too optimistic probably for most of our settings, but it's also nice to sometimes switch something, and I'm gladly read that you like this in the comments. And I think this is it about the Star Trek Star Force stuff. And a word about the Dahar Invasion, because every Star Trek crew needs like a great enemy. In the original series, the great enemy was the Klingons, but in the original, the Next Generation is Voyager. there was the big baddies were the Borg. But the Borg, like space zombies, are very obvious, and it was hard to make something like them, but not exactly like them, because we are not trying to copy stuff, but strongly inspired ourselves with the stuff that we love. And I came out with Dahar, so they are like putting kidnapping people and putting them inside of their external armors, and they look all the same. On the minis, I don't know if I can show you. I have them over, but there are some like gruesome details that. Wow, I just hit my microphone. Oh, give me a sec. There are some like gruesome details with brains. I don't know if you can see it, but they are like very skinny, but they were like quite detailed. And most of you said that they were inspired from Cyberman, from Doctor Who, and actually not. I'm glad that you are like taking ideas, and this inspires you to guess. Oh, what is it? They even look a bit like Iron Man, maybe. So there's like lots of them, but I think I can like surprise you. When I was young, probably too young to watch this, but I watched it. Gandahar, and this is like very old, 80, I can't remember, from 80 something, probably 89, 8, like animation, like full-fledged film, and there were some nudity, so this probably was not especially for the young kids, but was nothing extreme, and this is like high concept sci-fi with very sociological ideas and some time travel. It's not that easy watch. This is not like very entertaining movie, but it's very, very interesting, and if you can watch it, I strongly recommend it. And the big baddies over there were like Men of Steel, those black guys over here, and they were like some allegory of Nazis, something like that. But I actually was very inspired by them to make Dahar Invasion. And also even Grzesiu from our team even painted one of them for me, like from the movie. And with them we have like lots of them. I have also Blender over here to show you some minis, but like so we can like put them out like in the big numbers as your enemy in your RPG session maybe. And we have like this mobile converter unit, because we call them the people who they kidnapped, we call them converted. So over here you have like one version when they are converting kidnapped woman, and over here it's already done. So RPG stuff. Okay. Of course with that there are like beautiful terrains made by Rookie. If I can like skip to them, it will be I think faster over here, and they are like inspired by Star Trek and inspired by Gandahar. Those crystals were probably in the first season of Star Trek, and they really stuck in my imagination. Like really alien environment, but not too alien for us to comprehend. Just looking different, looking interesting. I don't like this word, but they are. And the second, there was like so alien trees with some fruits that the crew can study. They really look really cool. I think they will be great for some kind of dioramas or for your RPG session. Okay. I don't know if I can tell you something about the Grim Realms, but for sure there are like two versions of the one big mini. Oh, come on, internet, help me. Oh, over here. The Carnage Tech Lord on Hellbeast, which is obviously very beautiful mini. Martin over there is listening, but yeah, yeah, but he put out a lot of time to make this, and they came out beautiful. They have exchangeable heads, exchangeable weapons. So there's for the big mini, the Master of Souls, with the clothes, with the hood, man the hood. If you can just take a look and for the details, they are like beautifully crafted. And the modular Carnage Tormentors. We already have some Tormentors in our welcome pack, and those will be another ones for you, not for the welcome pack, but in this release. But the level of details, I think it's very high. It's very high. Marcin, maybe something? Musisz bardzo głośno. I thought he have to be loud because it's louder. Bo teraz nie słychać.
So the Hell Beast is basically inspired by Anubarak from the World of Warcraft or Warcraft, and yeah, I hope you're gonna like the details, and we're gonna put 2 more months if it comes about the same army. And the Tormentors have very many pieces that you can check on the renders, and I hope you can build a really big army, and I guess that's it.
Oh yeah, so because we are like divided in 3 sections. I'm making all the minis for the Titan City stories. Marcin is making this, and of course I have more input for the stories. But if there is occasion, Marcin is already here. We can ask him to tell us something about it. Unfortunately, we cannot tell you anything about the Hyperfront minis because guy who is making them is unfortunately not here. He's at home already, not working. But I think you can see they are like smaller. I don't have them printed yet, so I cannot show you like a physical scale. But what I can tell you is that you will receive also terrains in the release, so in the few days. They will be in the renders, but we'll add them during the release. So like asteroids or some stuff like that will help you all to have better experience during your first game of Hyperfront. The game was designed mostly by Romek, our boss, and he has like great background in the competitive games like Warhammer 40k, like X-Wing. He was in the how do you call it, representation of our country in the 40k. He knows what he's doing, so I'm sure that he will like it. He invented most of the rules for the Grid Wars, for the Bloodfields, with help of Kuba, of course. But for the Hyperfront, I think everything is made by him, and soon you can check it out. We will also try to stream maybe some games. Of course, we want to focus mainly on Grid Wars, so we can like combine more Grid Wars into the generally Cyberforge. But of course, Hyperfront will also receive some support, so we will be playing it, we will be showing you new stuff. In the realm of fluff and history, the Hyperfront is in the same universe as Titan City Stories, so from time to time maybe they will like cross paths or something like that. Okay. Oh, and talking about the ships, I didn't tell you anything about the Copernicus shuttle. I actually have this over here, and because it was inspired like from TNG era shuttles and some Delta Flyer from Voyager, like some fast-moving support shuttle, and already have him printed, and he's over here on my desk, and probably will stay here because I really love this model. Okay, so let's check my list. What I have here also to tell you. I think this is it for the full preview. Like I said, we'll add also some terrains for the Hyperfront, and of course you will receive the weapon pack as always. But it will probably not be in the renders because we don't want to make them like too much. But they will be, of course, in the package for the full download. Also, and about the full preview. Some of you were concerned if we can manage to output that many minis without hurting our health. No, we can't. But we are always overworked, and this is our secret. So, but I'm kidding. No, we are working hard, and I will be lying to you. We are with Marcin all the time after hours over here, because we have, like, generally as a company have lots of projects. But for us too, the CyberForge of course is the most important, and the GRIDWARS, so we are trying, like, to keep up, to put out all the stuff, and it's always something to do. So, but okay, that was very kind of you. Thank you very much for your consideration. We will try to rest, like, a bit. But no, I won't be lying to you. We are also making. We love what we are making, so this is not always. It's hard. It's always stressful and hard, but it's most of the time is stuff that we love. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad to make something like this for the living. Okay, so next thing I must talk to you about is the Essen Spiel that is coming next week from 6th to 9th October. We will be there as a CyberForge, of course, generally as a Titan Forge. What you can expect over there, you can try our new game Lobotomy, when you can just play it. Just there will be like 2-3 tables of this game to try. There will be, of course, our game from Fantasy Patreon, Bloodfields. Also, like, some tables to try it, and there will be, of course, GRIDWARS tables that we specially try to prepare for the Essen. So if you are a player of, or just simply a patron of CyberForge, just step by. We can play one game. I think will be awesome. Like I said, it's always great to meet you and get some feedback face to face. It's easier to comprehend and later to implement. So please come to check us. And now I remember one more thing that I had to tell you, but I forget to prepare the render, but I will just tell you about it, because of course each year that we are in Essen, we are preparing some special mini, and this year special version of Jenny Silverleg. This year also there will be some special version of the Jenny Silverleg. You will have to find me, like my face, and ask about it, because I would like to meet you. So you have to find me to get this special mini for free, as like promotional model for the Essen Spiel. She's of course usable in GRIDWARS, and that will be like small thing to you if you step by and say hi. Also, some time ago I was talking about some Titan Forge merch, and we will have this time only the Titan Forge's, I think I can show you, t-shirts, but not yet CyberForge, but next year for sure. Probably, I don't know if you can see it, but I have them over here. Like I said, I am surrounded with boxes, so you can get them at our stand in Essen. And I think most important thing that I would like to show you, according to Essen and GRIDWARS, is something that we worked for it, like for last some time, and it's really beautiful stuff, and it's also of course related to GRIDWARS and also related to cyber news. I would like to show you the beautiful box of our new starter physical set for the GRIDWARS, and here it is. This is like layout of the box, but the new how do you call it, graphic, the art, it's beautiful, done by Valok. Really, I'm hyped. I'm hyped because it looks awesome. I never saw these models in this setting, and now since we have like more art is also always great even for the competitive games, because it gives you some context and atmosphere and all those better to play models that look cool also elsewhere and not only on the table. And we have some also some upcoming arts done from our other artists. So there will be like some stuff. Generally, the GRIDWARS is getting like upgrades in this year, so I'm very excited about it, and I'm happy I can show you this. Oh, because there was like some fighting to make this happen. But we are very proud of it, and it looks beautiful. Hopefully, if you will be in Essen, you can buy, even only see this, but you can also buy this starter pack with this beautiful box. Also, there will be those physical board mats for playing GRIDWARS that I was showing you last time or 2 Cyber News ago. They are cheap and they are very useful for playing GRIDWARS. So this is also the upgrade in the general things regarding GRIDWARS that we are making. And I think is it everything? The bad news is that next Cyber News will be after we will get back from Essen, because until that, from now on, we have like ton of work, ton of things to prepare. So I also don't have time to make this. To make another Cyber News, but the timing is good, I think, because in the few days, 5 days, you will receive a full release, so you can like take your time to prepare those models, and there will be then Essen, and after that there's a small preview of the next release, and that like I was already telling about, or maybe this will be also spoiler. I'm making this like heavy cyberpunk, of course, in the Titan City Stories part. Maybe some stuff inspired by Edge Runners, because I really loved this show. You will see. I can't show you anything right now, but soon. Okay, and I think that's it. If I forget about something, then we will just make this as a post on the Patreon. Until the next Cyber News and until Essen, when I hope we will see each other. Stay cool, stay cyber.